Ah, terrorific. You found us. I wasn't sure since we have a new home. Well, no, I mean, we still unlive here at the mansion in Shadowbrook, but the show has... You know what, this is too obscure. What I'm trying to say is that we are thrilled to gory pieces to be here on Creepy Castle Terrorvision. What's not to loathe about a channel by horror hosts, for horror hosts, and most importantly, for you, the fans. Plus, we keep such horrid company here with shows like The Haunted Theater with Halloween Jack and Halloween Jacqueline, Dale K's Spook Show, Fright Night Cinema with Victor Von Scary, Shilling Shockers with Penny Dreadful, Cinema Insane with Ormsby, Monster Creature Feature with Orman Grimsby, Terrifying Tales of the Macabre with Baron Von Porkchop, the Professor Gilman Show, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader, Rigor Mortis Presents, The Bone Jangler, The Gory Hole with Miss Gory Ray, Carnival of Horrors with Roxy Tyler, Lord of Bloodraw's Nerve Rackin' Theater, and a slew more. I sincerely apologize if I forgot anyone. It's just that it would take me a full episode to tell you all about the fantastic programming here on Creepy Castle TV. Yes, indeed. I mean, being here is like dying and going to Shadowbrook. Yes, indeed. But let's get down to brass tacks. What do we have in store for your creeps on our Creepy Castle Terrorvision SCREAM-ier? Well, we thought it fitting to take a look at our very first episode so you can see how this insanity began. Then, on our second episode, I thought it would be fun to take you to the magical world of practical effects. Yes, indeed. We'll be taking you to the Academy Award-winning Studio ADI to see how some movie monsters make it to the silver screen. You see what we did there? First you get to see the birth or creation of the Darkest Hours, and then you get to see the creation or birth of some movie monsters. Yes, I know, we're very clever around here. Well, I could ramble on all night, but we really have to get those skulls rolling. So without further ado, we present for your absolute displeasure, The Darkest Hours double feature Creepy Castle TV SCREAM-ier. Chester, roll it.
Well, boils and ghouls, here I am with a couple of terrorific actors from a rather shocking film. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us what you do.
Hi, my name is Akihiro Kitamura. I'm the head of the Human Centipede.
Yeah. And I'm Ashlyn Yenny. I played Jenny, and she is the tail of the Human Centipede.
So now, what was it like being both ends of a centipede?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's definitely a crazy concept. You know, when Tom Six was explaining to me what the movie was about, he was saying, so this beautiful girl's face is gonna touch to your ass. And I said, I wanna do it, man. I wanna do this movie. You're a genius. I think we had I mean, it was a great time shooting this movie.
Yeah, it was a great time shooting the film. I mean, there's three people attached together, so there's another girl in between us.
Yeah.
And so her face is in his butt, my face is in her butt, and we kind of moved around as this Human Centipede. But it was such a fun film to make. And I know that sounds weird because it's a horror film, but we had such a great time filming it. And it was once in a lifetime experience, but it was awesome. Yeah.
Well, being that close to each other for quite a while, hopefully you guys all got along well then.
Oh yeah, we got along.
We got along really well.
We went to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
Amsterdam together because we were shooting right outside of Amsterdam, so it was like a bonding, you know, we kind of just like, we all signed on to do the project rather quickly, and so it's like one of those things where you just had to have a good attitude and say, you know what, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Let's attach each other to each other's butts.
Let's make a crazy movie.
Let's make a crazy movie and see what happens, and that's what happened.
Well, that is terrific. Now, are you guys both horror fans?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I am a horror fan, but I'm the biggest scaredy cat in the whole world, and it's so funny. I get scared at like the Scream movies, and so it was so funny when people say like, "But you're in a horror film now," and I'm like, "I know." I'm like, I can't believe it, but it's different after you make one, because now when I watch horror films, I'm like, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know what's up.
Like, I know what's up, and so it's like, it's great to start out in this genre, and I'm really thankful for it, and it's been a whirlwind, and it's awesome.
Yeah, horror film is awesome.
Yeah.
So many fans. Look
We
at this.
love the horror fans.
So many people,
Everyone is so fabulous.
Yeah.
All the horror fans are absolutely amazing. I mean, they're just 100% so dedicated to you. They either love your film or they're like, that was the worst thing I've ever seen, but you're cool.
Yeah, they're passionate. I like their passion.
Yeah. Great.
Absolutely. The horror fans are the best fans there are.
Best.
I love it.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us, and I wish you the worst of luck, and hopefully the Centipede will blow up and go crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah!
Well, boils and ghouls. Of course, you know me, Darkest Jack, the star of Shadowbrook. But I found an international celebrity by the name of Miss Monster.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely a dead light, yes indeed. So can you tell the creeps at home who you are, who your little friends?
Well, I'm Ms. Monster, and these are my monster melons.
I'm Ted. And I'm Ted. Yo.
And we host a late-night horror variety show called Hell on Ice.
Check out the packages.
And you can find
You
out
said packages.
more about us at msmonster.com, msmonster.com. So how long have you been doing your show?
Oh, it seems like forever, doesn't it, kiddies?
Wait, who's interviewing who over here?
Sorry, I'm the inquisitive type.
You flipped it. Flip mode.
It's all going completely insane. We will definitely have to have you down to the mansion at some point.
I would love that. Mansion, you hear
Is there
that,
gonna be
boys?
food at this
It's gonna
thing?
be big stuff.
Of course, there'll be brains and jellied innards and
He likes peanut butter.
You got
That's on
champagne?
his list.
Potato balls.
And peanut butter.
some dark crystal.
Ooh, yeah.
Little pun. It's punny. Yes, indeed.
This guy's full of them.
So, tell us a little bit about Hell on Ice. What exactly do you do on your wonderful show?
What don't we do is more like it. Hell on Ice, like I said, is a late-night horror variety show that features public domain B, horror, sci-fi films, independent films, animation, bands. What else? Local craziness, puppet gore.
Animations with an S.
And the melon's driving me absolutely crazy. They're making fun of me right now.
Now, are they with you at all times?
A lot of the time. They're little bringers of doom, so I'm constantly trying to keep them.
We never leave.
Yeah, they're usually chained up at home.
Just to lock us up, just to go out.
And they're just like, Tat recently turned into a weremelon for a week. Then he created a patera pig out of pig and what was it? Pterodactyl DNA. And
That is an interesting combo.
Yeah, and it's just nonstop out of the crypt. Constant mayhem.
We
always.
like to play.
Yeah, they do like to play.
Yeah, we're lifestylers.
He eats everything from poo to pudding.
Poo to pudding. So he has the peas covered now.
Totally
We're
covered.
working on a new game show called Poo or Pudding. Put a
Peanut
blindfold
butter.
on.
It's poo, peanut butter, pudding.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
You just called it. I missed the peanut butter part.
I don't
oh
know
my god, it's
how
getting
you
better.
can miss the peanut butter part because I have to smell his peanut butter breath.
Can we call it
the
peanut
time.
butter? Peanut butter. Peanut butter, poo or pudding.
Sure.
What do you got?
Sure. We
Put
can
on a
call it whatever you
blindfold.
want. See what I have to deal with?
See, if you have not seen this show, what is wrong with you? Absolutely fantastic stuff, as you can see. You know, I think our very own Fred the Zombie would get along with your
Oh,
melons.
yeah.
I love zombies. When are we gonna meet Fred?
As soon as we can get you down to Shadowbrook,
Excellent.
or we can go to Hell on Ice. We'll come up and visit you.
How's
Yeah.
the real estate down there in Shadowbrook?
Real estate is very well right now. The bottom dropped out, so a lot of crypts have opened.
How's the financing on the
Financing.
properties?
You might be able to get some for poo and pudding.
Ah, look at that.
We got a lot of it.
What are you, like in my head?
I'm over here.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm
We're
over
in
here.
your head.
Now I'm over here.
No, get them out of my head.
In your head.
at least with Egbert and Fred and Joey, I can shut them out.
So you see how lucky you are now.
They look like they'll follow you into every room.
Everywhere, all the time. His monster, his monster, his monster, his monster.
Hey, Miss Monster, Miss Monster, Miss Monster.
And if they're not saying that, it means that they're about to burn down the crypt or explode or create some creature that I have to live with for the rest of my undead life.
Hey, Miss Monster. Hey, Miss Monster.
Hey guys, we're going live in 2 minutes.
Hey, Miss Monster.
Anyway, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely a deadline. Make sure you check out Hell on Ice. Miss Monster, thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Absolutely.
Hey, Darkest Jack.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Hi.
Well, to all of you out there, thanks for watching Sweet Screams.
More than Channel 9's and more morbid than CNN, it's... Well, our top story this evening comes to us from Croatia, where a Croatian woman, whose name I can't pronounce, hasn't left her apartment in 35 years. That's because officials say she died in 1973. Residents of her loft building had broken into her flat after deciding that the apartment should belong to them and not to her. Well, they were quite surprised when they found her remains in the bed. No one noticed anything odd or smelled anything out of the ordinary because the windows had been left open. A neighbor says she last saw her alive in 1967 when she was talking with two men that were part of a religious sect, just like the late woman was. Afterwards, she simply vanished. The neighbor was convinced she left with the men. Well, after 35 years, you're not just a dead body, you're a collectible. All right. And now, a pair of stories that prove it's not guns that shoot people. It's people who shoot themselves. Yes, let's start in Arizona. David Lopez, 33, is in the hospital and will most likely face felony charges after getting rather mad at another driver. The road rage led David to wave his gun at the other driver and then shoot himself in the stomach. Well, that is pretty asinine, but not as dumb as our next story. Good old Texas. Jorge Espinal was drinking beer and playing poker with his buddies in Fort Worth early Sunday when he got an itch he just had to scratch. Espinal, 44, went to another room and grabbed the first back scratcher he could find. A revolver. I'm sure you can connect the dots as to what happened next. Yes, he was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. No word on if they itch. Our final story concerns a major internet provider. Customers who called the toll-free number listed on the company's small business website reached a phone sex operation instead of the giant telecom company's customer service department. We called the number, naturally, and were offered another number to call, the customer reported. So we called that number. It was a phone sex service. The number has been replaced with the correct one now. But what I really want to know is the company at large going to pay for the 45-minute call I made to that second number? Coming up, that eagerly awaited undead performance from I Still Have Nightmares. Yes.
Now, we are here with an absolute horror legend, and I'm very, very excited about this because she is one of my absolutely favorite heroines. Ashley Lawrence, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, it is my displeasure to be interviewing you.
All right.
So let's go back, way back to Hellraiser. How was that experience for you as just a starting actress?
Well, I think it would be the same now because I got to work with people that are so brilliant. It doesn't happen that often. It was a wonderful experience.
That's terrific. And so much of the film is so gruesome and so graphic, but just seeing the panel with Clive and Doug, it seems like an awful fun set. Was there times it was disturbing, or was it pretty much a light-hearted set?
It actually wasn't that lighthearted, the set, because we had such a short amount of time to do it in, and like you said, the scenes were so intense. There really wasn't time for levity afterwards, but within the moment, we were all just really committed to what we were doing. I mean, of course, you bring some amount to it just to get a little reprieve from what's going on, but for the most part, because of the long hours too, hour after hour, day after day, of the subject matter gets a little rough, but outside of the set, yeah, it's party.
And I think that does come through the film, and that lends to the darker tone is just how intense it was. And I'm just dying to know, was it intimidating acting with Pinhead in full makeup?
Well, actually, I don't even know if I ever was on the set the same time as he was. It was usually a piece of masking tape that I was acting to.
Really?
Because he was in makeup all the time. And so those poor guys would come in at like 4 a.m. They'd be in makeup for hours. They would shoot their side of the scene to get them out of makeup, and then they'd call me in.
Oh, wow, that's incredible.
And if you notice, Clive keeps us on either side of the frame. We never share a frame. We're always in opposition.
Oh, that is funny. I'm going to have to watch. A little fun fact for you at home. So, what is your favorite Hellraiser movie?
The first one.
The first one. And what's up with you now?
Well, I'm painting like crazy, and like you saw, Clive's very encouraging of that, because I was like the weird kid that stayed in during recess and drew. So for me to put it out there, it's been challenging and really exciting. It's getting a really nice response.
Oh, that's terrific. So are there any showings or anything coming up?
Hopefully. I'm just starting to like show my stuff, and I did that movie Lightning Bug that's out now. You can get it, and I'm proud of that. And then I'm waiting to hear on a couple things.
It's the band Rolling Tombstone calls delicious. You'll eat them up, says Spinning Head Magazine. And snack food never sounded so evil, says People of the Grave. Now, through this limited TV offer, you can own the greatest hits of the world-famous black metal band, Merit Badge. Rock out to such amazing hits as these.
I wanna eat out your peanut butter. I wanna eat out your peanut butter. What are we fighting for?
And now, through this limited TV offer, you can get the unreleased track. So order now. Operators are standing by to help you rock. Offer not available in any state, city, or county in the world.
Now that I am unpresentable, let's begin the dissection, shall we? Fresh from the cemetery, we have a fantastic new group. Let's give a nice cold and clammy welcome, for I still have nightmares. Well, thank you all for crawling your way here. Well, I do believe introductions are in order, so who the hell are you and what do you do?
I'm Robert, I play bass.
Christina, I'm vocals.
I'm Dave, I play guitar.
Johnny on drums.
What is it that you try to capture lyrically in your music? Up for grabs.
Lyrically, all the lyrics that I come up with, it's like I'll listen to the songs that they came up with earlier, and whatever just pops into my head, songs created.
That's a good way of doing it. I do like that. Is there a specific leader to this band of morose minstrels, or is it a completely collaborative effort?
Kind of like a communist collective.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Everybody does their part, and if somebody comes up with something at home and brings in a tape to practice, then everybody does something that fits along, and we all just kind of go along with the flow, and it kind of works out pretty well. So everybody's even, happy, and works.
Well, that is fantastic. Now, I Still Have Nightmares has a definite death rock post-punk type of sound to it. Is that the style of music that you all enjoy the most, or?
It just seems to be the stuff that comes out of me when I'm around Dave, the guitar player.
Yeah, it's
to be honest with you.
It's what's most natural to us, I think. That's why we're doing it,
Yeah, I mean, I listen to like kind of more old school goth stuff in my, like Sisters of Mercy and Fields and Nephilim and things like that. But like John said, when we get together, it just kind of pops out, and that's what it is. And we just figured that sounds the best, is most natural, and we just let it go.
Yeah, we don't really think about like what style this is. It's kind of like come up with an idea, and we all like it. We'll do it.
I really enjoy it.
Just sounds.
As long as there's a dark edge, we love it.
But when you do play a live show, what do you hope to give the audience as far as an experience goes?
I think we've just kind of always had the concept of playing, our music, let it be kind of unique and different, and be solid music and just entertaining. And
good nasty fun.
Yeah, we don't want to like contrive stuff and choreograph things and all that kind of stuff. It's just go up there with solid music and just give it all we can, and hopefully they like it.
Well, I don't have any doubt that they will, or I'll come and find you if you don't, all right? And one last question before I let you go and get ready. What mark would you like to leave on the dark alternative scene as a band?
A big bloody mark. Black and blue. No.
Blueprint on its neck.
Well, actually, I think that's a very apropos answer.
Soothing, creeping into my soul. I will never be set free. My wicked lover, I have madness on my mind. My wicked lover throws hand grenades every time. Devoted memories flush out. I just want you out of my sight. Alone, never have that fallen chain no more. Our ruins come down on us. It will never be the same between us. Take care of you tonight. Hush, hush. My wicked lover, there is no other. My wicked lover, you will rot. You will not rot my mind. You will rot in the ground. You will rot in the ground. You were my wicked lover.
And sadly, brings us to the close of another Darkest Hours. But don't worry, we have much, much more coming your way. So stay tuned. Check out myspace.com/darkestjack and of course, darkestjack.com. Well, until next slime, kiddies. Sweet nightmares.
The full moon is out tonight. The masquerade has begun. No one knows my identity. I roam alone. Mysterious, beautiful women, luring men have all arrived. Their stock enchanted dance, hidden faces with hidden lies, elaborate costumes of the night. Our bodies losing control, our minds are disposed, feeling energy from below. The masquerade has begun. Beware of deceitful eyes. Betrayal is golden tonight. Reality so bitter and so sweet. We come together to defeat the hands of time, never knowing which of us will die. Please hold on to dear life. This dance so corrupting, wild men surround the night. The knife that you will feel was put there by your enemy. Now it is exposed. Which of us will die tonight? When nobody cares if you die, nobody cares. This dark enchanted dance, hidden faces with hidden lies, wild men surround the night. The knife that you will feel was put there by your